The making of world skins is more interesting than you may think. Every year, Riot creates a skin line celebrating World's reigning champions as a way to commemorate their victory. And while we all know about these skins, and a lot of us use them pretty frequently, a lot of people don't seem to really understand how interesting the process is that goes behind making them. This is what we'll be covering today, so without further ado, let's get into it. Over the course of Worlds, we received skins representing 9 different teams, and only a third of League's roster has actually received one of those skins. I'm sure a lot of us already know that the winning players get to decide which champions they want in the skin line, but there are actually some requirements that have to be met for these choices. If a champion has already received a World skin, the player may be asked to select a different champion, or if you have cases like Xayah and Rakan, just because one champion is being made does not necessarily mean the other part of the duo will be made as well. Sorry, lovebirds. There was actually a time that Faker wanted to pick Ahri for one of his world skins, however Riot said since she already had so many skins, he should try selecting a different champion. And in EDG's case, most of the players chose champions that helped them out throughout the tournament, whereas Scout, he chose Yuumi because he has a cat. And though it should be kind of obvious, Riot will only make a skin for the champion if they were played at least once by the player during Worlds. And for those who didn't already know this, Riot is totally fine making 6 skins for a team despite the roster only having 5 players on the Rift at any given point. As for the 6th player, the requirements for them to receive their own world skins is that during the group stage they must have played at least 2 games that help the team progress forward, or in the knockout stage they have played at least 1 game. Having 6 teams, this has actually happened 4 times, once with IG, once with SSG, and twice with SKT. So now that players have chosen their skins, it's of course, well, it's time to make them. Riot will invite the players to their headquarters to interview them about their personalities, favorite champions, as well as what kind of thematic they want for the skins. In 2016, for example, SKT wanted cool, strong, and evil skins. Unless you're Wolf, of course.
저는 스킨이 저희 팀 생각하면 그 날개랑 빨간색, 주황색 이런 이미지가 많이 생각나거든요. 분위기 자체가 약간 어둡고 굉장히 좀 여제 같은 그런 느낌이.
뭔가 좀 이 스킨을 쓰면 좀 더 세 보이는 느낌?
멋있어야 돼요. 멋있어야 되고 화려해야 돼요.
재밌는, 유쾌한 그런 스킨이었으면 좋겠네요.
After beating SKT in 2017, SSG wanted their skins to represent the Chosen Dynasty, whereas in 2018, IG wanted their skins to represent dark, fallen, and powerful angels. I think you get the point. Once the players in Riot agree on a theme, the design team will get to work bringing up drafts for the concept skins. This is where a lot of the major changes are made, as the players will give feedback based on what they like and don't like. For Damwon skins, the design team had to spend a lot of time figuring out how Kennen's lightning effects had to be blue but also look different than his base skin. At one point, Showmaker even wanted Twisted Fate to be wearing his glasses, but not to say that it looks strange, but yeah. So now we get to my favorite part of the process, which is where the players get to choose their recalls. As you've probably noticed before, the World's recalls aren't really directly tied to the skin line itself, but rather it's more of a representation of what the player wants. FPX in 2019 had 4 stray cats that the team took care of, so LWX wanted them to be a part of Vayne's recall. Damwon Jin rocks out on a guitar playing the Worlds theme from 2020, and as for EDG Viego, he probably has my favorite recall because it's on a battlefield showing the best of 5 scoreline that allowed EDG to take the title. And what's especially fun is that a lot of the times players don't just say what they want in their recalls, oh no, they get to act them out. So now that we have a skin designed and in development, what does every skin need? Marketability. And sound effects. It needs sound effects too. For each skin line, and by extension each individual champion, they really need sounds to bring their skin to life. And more often than not, they're often made with pretty everyday objects. Taking EDG once again for reference, they use things such as bells, hammers, and nails to really sell that battlefield magical feel that the skin line has. As for FPX, they have a very electric, fiery feel to them, which really amplifies that Phoenix theme they wanted. Or if you're IG Camille, you have one of the most satisfying abilities on a world skin.
Of good manners is patronage.
Man, the IG skin line is so clean. Once you have the sounds, visuals, splash arts, and pretty much everything else, the skins will be put in the shop around the time MSI rolls around. And with FPX being the first team to do this, they'll also have chromas available as well. I'm so glad that now Worlds chromas are no longer locked behind buying every single skin in the entire bundle for no discount. And as I mentioned in my previous video, players will earn about 25% of the revenue that their skin makes. The other 75% will go, of course, to a multi-billion-dollar company. But if you don't like supporting multi-billion-dollar companies, you can always... Dude, they already know they can subscribe. I really appreciate you sticking around until the end of this video, and if you did enjoy it, consider maybe checking out one of the other videos I have coming up in just a few moments. And with that said, have a great rest of your day or night, and I will catch you all in the next one. Later!